weekend. The 9th annual CopperDog 150 sled dog race begins Friday in Calumet. Samantha is live outside the starting line with some more details for us this morning. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Andrew. We're live at the intersection of 5th and Scott Street right here in Calumet, right by Copper World. You can hear some snow plows in the background right now. Like you said, this is the starting line for the big race this weekend. It's a 135-mile trail with 3 different stages and cash prizes at each stage. There's a total of 17 dog teams, and lucky for me, I got to hang out with some of the stars this week. This is Juno and Laura with their owners Hannah and Brian Tierra. Hannah's only 14 years old, and this is going to be the first race that she's going to take a part of, and Brian was one of the original directors for the very first race in 2009. We're going to get to talk to them later on, as well as Chrissy Kovacic, sorry about that. She is a musher liaison and a volunteer coordinator. They're going to tell us more about the big race this weekend, so make sure to stay with us. Live in Calumet, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
A nice morning in the Keweenaw. That's where Samantha is this morning because the UP's latest dog sled race begins this weekend in Calumet. It's the CopperDog 150, and Samantha is live with a preview. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Andrew. We're live again at the intersection of 5th and Scott Street here in Calumet. This is where the CopperDog 150 is going to start this Friday beginning at 7 p.m. Opening ceremonies at 6:30 p.m. And new this year are cash prizes with 3 different stages. Before, you would only get a cash prize if you were the first one across the finish line. Now they're kind of spreading the wealth around a little bit. And of course, with a big race like this, there are going to be some road closures. So we have volunteer coordinator with us, Chrissy Kovacic, with us this morning. Good morning, Chrissy.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about where residents should be on the lookout with road closures.
The only road closures for the weekend are going to be on 5th Street in Calumet, so it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday closing, and then Copper Harbor, US 41 on Saturday and Sunday. That's the only road closures.
Okay, awesome. And I know you've been with the race since the very beginning, since 2009. What keeps you coming back for more?
It's great to volunteer. It's really awesome to volunteer and to see the community come together, just see what happens when we put a little bit of effort in.
And I know this year you're a little more involved than past years. You're a musher liaison. What exactly does that entail?
So basically it's contacting all the mushers that have registered or trying to find new mushers to register and contacting them to just get their bio. What do they like about CopperDog? What's their favorite memory about CopperDog? What's their lead dog names? What kind of song do they want when they start the race? It's just making a good relationship with them.
The details. And so about how much money have you guys raised from sponsorships to have those cash prizes?
So sponsorships around, I believe $42,000 to $45,000 have come in.
How amazing is it to see the community come together for a big event like this?
It's pretty awesome to see how many people are involved. It takes 400 volunteers to put this race on. And pretty much everyone you talk to has a little piece of the puzzle somewhere, from a road closure to, or from a crossing to dog handling, just any little thing that you can do. People do it.
Yeah. And would you say your favorite part about this race every year?
Just seeing it grow and just seeing new faces that come into the town and just hearing the mushers talk about all the volunteers. The resounding thing that I get from all the mushers is how great it is to see this community come out and all the support and just to see the smiling faces every year.
And I know you guys get people from all over to come to these events too. What other states does that include?
So we have a musher from Colorado this year. We have a couple mushers coming from Quebec, from Ontario, Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana. There's a new one from Montana this year.
All right, well, thank you so much, Chrissy.
Thank you.
And when we come back, she was speaking about mushers. We're going to get to talk to some. We had actually mentioned them before. One of the youngest racers, Hannah Tierra. We're going to get to talk to her in a little bit, so make sure to stay with us. Live in Calumet, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you so much, Samantha. And Jennifer, it looks like this weekend, if you're looking for some outdoor family fun, you might want to check out the CopperDog 150. Samantha joins us live again in Calumet to show us some stars of the race. Good morning again, Samantha.
Good morning, Andrew. Yes, stars of this weekend's race. We have got Juno right here. Juno is 6 years old, and Lara, she's 11. Honestly, I would rate them 12 out of 10. They are really just some of the best dogs I have ever met. And we have their owners here, Hannah and Brian Tierra. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So, Hannah, this is the first race that you're going to do. You're only 14 years old. What made you decide to do this?
I always loved it when my dad did it, and I always loved the dogs, so just something I wanted to get into.
Yeah. And Brian, how does it feel watching your daughter do this at such a young age?
Well, I've trained dogs in the past, and this year was all about training the musher, and it's been great to watch her learn how to work with the dogs and work herself out of problems that she's going to have on the race, and I'm not going to be there to help her. So it's been great to watch her work through those problems.
Yeah. What sorts of things have you had to teach her?
We just general dog care, watching the team. You need to, I tell her all the time, this isn't a toy. These are living beings, right? And so she's got to watch them. She's got to know if their gait is off, if they're not performing right, something's wrong.
Yeah. And Hannah, how have you prepared for this race?
Lots of training. I've learned a lot from my dad, and just learning how to wear the right gear from being cold so often. You learn that. So it's been an interesting experience, but
yeah. And you're going to have a lot of friends and family cheering you on this weekend, right?
yes.
Yeah. And it doesn't mess with your school schedule because you're homeschooled, but you are going to miss a basketball tournament though, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, and so are they going to be able to come out and cheer you out after that?
I think my sister should at least be back at the end of the race.
Okay.
If I make it that far.
All right, awesome. And so, Brian, I know you were one of the original directors for this race. How is it going to feel, for the 9th year here, just, watching this race and being a part of it and watching your daughter in it?
It's exciting for me because one of the hardest parts about being the race director the first year is I couldn't be in the race.
Yeah.
This is my hometown. I was a musher, and here, what I thought was one of the most exciting race formats, and I couldn't do it. And so it's great to watch my daughter go do this. It's going to be a little emotional for me, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you have more kids. Are you planning to, have them enter in any of these races?
Maybe in the future when they get a little bit older and a little bit stronger,
Yeah.
But they all help out around the house with dog chores now, so they're all involved in some capacity.
All right. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for being with us. Hannah, good luck. And again, if you guys want to come out and check out the CopperDog, it's beginning this Friday, goes throughout the entire weekend, beginning at 7 with opening ceremonies at 6:30. Reporting live in Calumet, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you so much, Samantha. It sounds like a great weekend to get out and watch some of those races. Good luck to everyone competing.